Good morning, guys. It is the first day of Spookathon. I'm super excited to be doing this readathon because I just absolutely love the horror-y, suspenseful types of books at this time of the year. I am trying to put up my TBR today. However, I'm also coming into some just in general problems. My PS4 is not working. I'm trying to update it here on my computer. It's just, you know, been one of those mornings. I also was at a wedding last night until quite late, so I got a late start today. It's actually around 11, so it's not too bad, but I do have some errands that I need to run, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read this morning, although I'm definitely going to be trying to read more this afternoon. I am currently reading a book that's in my purse because I took it to the wedding last night because that's the type of person I am. Let me grab it. So I'm currently reading Sparrow Hill Road by Shauna McGuire. This is a book that I have been reading lately and I'm about halfway through, it looks like. I am not really counting this as one of my challenges for the Spookathon because of the fact that I already started reading it. This is about a ghost named Rose. She was run off the road in like 1950 something, and so she is a hitchhiking ghost. And this book is not a linear storyline exactly. It definitely has more of short story vibes to it. It takes us through different sort of ghost story type of things that all center around Rose. So far I'm really enjoying it. I really do love Shauna McGuire's writing style. But I feel like because of this short story nature, I find myself putting it down quite often in between the different stories. So I'm going to be reading this in between other books. As for some of the other books that I want to read, I definitely want to get to A Blade So Black and What the Woods Keep. Both of these are going to be for different challenges for the readathon. The Blade So Black is for the spooky word in the title. And What the Woods Keep, I'm picking for the type of thrillery aspect that should be going on in this. I don't know which one I'm fully going to pick right now, mostly because I have those other things that I need to do, like I said, but as soon as I figure it out, I will let you guys know. So while this morning was sort of crappy, I did end up fixing the PS4, and I did my errand to get the stuff that I need to help create my Halloween costume, and then I went to the mailbox, and I have like 4 packages here. Some of the stuff I know what it is, some of it I don't. I pre-order things quite often and it just takes a while to get to me. So we're gonna open those up now. So the first one we have here is a really small one. This, I'm pretty sure I remember what it was. I pre-ordered a pin that I had seen on Instagram that somebody had made to go with the Detroit Become Human game, which I absolutely loved. So the first thing that we have in here is a little like art card of Connor. And then we have the creator's card here, in case you guys are interested in that. And I did end up cutting the little card as I opened the package, but this is what we have here. It is a little enamel pin based on Connor from Detroit Become Human. It is just a super cute little, like, humorous sort of pin, and I absolutely love it. This one did take a while. It was a pre-order, but it also came from, I believe it was Singapore. Yes, Singapore. So, of course, that took a while, but super glad I have this. Along those same lines, I have another Detroit Become Human item here that I remember ordering. Okay, and so this one is actually the, like, Connor Army shirt for the fandom. This is actually done by Brian Deckart, who is the voice actor and I guess just actor because they did motion capture for the game. This is his like fandom shirt, and so they did the We Are Alive, and I just absolutely love this design here. It is gorgeous. We do have on the, like, as a close-up on the blue letters, we do see they have like the sort of computer type of thing. It makes me think of like a circuit board. And then on the Alive, we have a really, really pretty floral pattern. And on the back, it does have Connor Army I just really enjoy this. After playing Detroit Become Human, and I had seen some of the actors like Minka Kelly and Jesse Williams before in different things, but I had no idea who Brian Deckard was, but I absolutely have fallen in love with some of his work, him and his wife Amelia, and they're the ones that do this here. They also have a YouTube channel where they post them playing the Detroit Become Human games, but also Brian plays other things as well. I'm going to link that down below in case you guys are interested, but I'm super happy to have this in my possession. The final box that I actually know what's in here is going to be from Hot Topic. This is an order I placed, I want to say maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago at the most. And we have this entire gigantic box for this small one here. But it is for the 13th Doctor rock candy. I am absolutely in love with these rock candies. It took me forever to realize that this is something I wanted because I already have the Pops and I didn't really want to get into more collecting of Funko things, but these are just super cute. I currently only have the Barnes & Noble exclusive Neville from Harry Potter, as well as the Barnes & Noble shared exclusive from, I believe it was the Canada Comic-Con, of Amy Pond from Doctor Who. So this one here, I don't know if it was an exclusive, I don't think it was, but it was on Hot Topic's website on sale when I saw it, so I just had to get it. But so they come with the figurine as well as a clear plastic base that they stand on. But again, I just absolutely love these. The detail on these and the way that they like do the actual character design is just amazing. And then the last package I have here, it is addressed to me and everything, but I don't know who it's from or what it is. So, oh, okay, I know what these are. The reason I didn't know is that the actual, like, who they're coming from is called the Returns Department, which is weird to me. But I did order these. I knew they were coming in. I actually thought they were coming in on Wednesday because that's what my tracking information said. But we have the brand new Colleen and Miranda lipsticks. I have been watching her for forever, and these are just super, super cute. I could not pick them up. I actually bought them the day that they were announced, and these actually got to me really quickly, which is super, super cool. So we do have the Miranda red lipstick. This package is amazing, just like she said it was going to be, and I love the lips on there. I don't really wear red lipstick, which means I'm pretty sure that the other one that we have here is actually going to be the one that I would wear the most often, but I could not pass up the fact that we have an actual Miranda Sings lipstick, so I had to purchase that. And again, we have that here, just super, super cool. But then we also have the Daisy May shade of the Colleen lipstick, which I think is gonna be a really, really nice nude for me. Here we have the packaging, which is super, super cute. I love how simple it is, but at the same time, how nice it looks. Here's their little Daisy May sign at the bottom, and she does have a heart on the top of this one, which is just super cool. And then this is the shade of lipstick that is in this one. I think this one is going to be super, super nice. This is definitely one that I can see myself wearing quite often. I almost sort of want to put it on. I don't have any lipstick on right now, but I'm sure this would look nice. Let me grab a mirror. I love how this Spookathon reading vlog just turned into an unboxing, basically. So if you guys can see this, this is a very wearable shade for me, especially. I just absolutely love this. It's a very nice nude. I prefer mine to be a little bit like of the dusty pink sort of thing. This one has a little bit more berry in it than my other nude that I usually use, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with these. So now that I have made a mess and my cats are coming to examine all the boxes and packages that are empty now, I think I'm going to be starting to read a book soon. I actually think I might be going with A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney, just because that does seem like the most fun and interesting one at this time to me. It's going to be like a Alice in Wonderland / Buffy the Vampire Slayer type of book, which just sounds amazing. I'm going to let you guys go so I can hopefully clean up this mess and get some reading done, but I will see you guys soon. So it is currently almost 10:20 tonight. I know I haven't updated as much in the afternoon, but I have been reading A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This is the Under the Just Jacket spine here. I am currently on page 91. I have been loving it so far. It is a really, really good read. I love the writing style of this. It's very much action based, but it also gives me a good insight into our main character so far. I am definitely seeing these sort of vibes from Alice in Wonderland and Buffy, and so far they're fitting together quite well. I have a couple ideas on what I think might happen later on in the story, but it's still so early that I'm not entirely sure. I am definitely planning on actually going and taking this up to bed and reading more. However, I am also in the middle of a crafting project here. And so every day I've been trying to do a couple hours worth of crafting, so I might not be getting a lot of reading done like right after dinner, since that seems to be when I do my crafting. I am done with that tonight, so it is time for more reading. I probably will just see you guys in the morning. Good morning, it is the second day of Spookathon, and I did make it to page 130 last night. I am really enjoying this story, and I'm hoping to finish this later today. I am going to be going to work, and I work until 5, so I'm going to take it with me, see how much I can actually get done on my breaks and at lunch, but most of this, I believe, is going to be read later tonight, so I will see you guys later. Okay, so it is just about 10 o'clock on Tuesday. It is just about 10 o'clock on Tuesday night, and I did finish A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. I think I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed the mashup of the Alice in Wonderland and Buffy the Vampire Slayer type of world. This does follow our main character of Alice, where one day she is in an alley and she actually witnesses a monster being killed by another person. Apparently this is a thing that not many people can see, which means that she can actually be a dream walker in Wonderland. This does appear to be a world where the Alice in Wonderland stories have not happened, which makes complete sense. However, they do allude to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She obviously is not an actual slayer from that, but it is a show that is in this universe. I really did enjoy the characterization of these characters and the plot. It was a very fun, interesting ride. I'm hoping to learn more about Wonderland, especially in this world, in the future. I think that's the main reason I'm giving it a 4 stars, is while this was a really, really good story, I feel like there was a lot left open. There were lots of questions I had about the events and the world and the characters in this story that I don't think were really fleshed out completely. It does seem like this is going to be a series, even though we don't have any information on that on Goodreads yet. This ending definitely is set up for more books in a series. It ends on a cliffhanger, and it felt a little bit like they didn't really wrap up many of their ends. It just sort of ended. And I think that's part of the reason I'm giving it a 4 stars, because I really did enjoy the ride. I liked a lot of the stuff that happened, but because the ending didn't really have any sort of closure, even a little bit of closure to get us through to the next book, and because the world was not as fleshed out as I thought it could be, it's not a full 5-star read for me, but I really did enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to more in this series and more from this author. Now, I don't think I'm going to be picking up anything else to read right now necessarily, because it is going to be my bedtime soon, so I can do work tomorrow. But another book that I'm really, really looking forward to reading right now is going to be What the Woods Keep by Katya de Becerra. This one here, again, I don't think it's going to take me too long to read. I can probably finish this maybe tomorrow, depending on exactly how much reading / crafting time I'm trying to work out. But this just sounds really interesting. Apparently it's going to be some sort of dark fantasy, sci-fi mystery sort of story, all revolving around a girl who inherits her mother's home, even though her mother disappeared years ago, it seems like. I have no other idea about it. We do also have a mysterious black envelope in the back, because this did come in our unplugged book box for October, so I am very interested about that, but we are not allowed to open that up until we are finished reading this book. So I actually do have a little bit of time before bed. I might try and get a little bit of this done tonight. Otherwise, I will definitely be reading it more tomorrow. So it is another day in the Spookathon, but that also means another day of work. So I am going to be bringing What the Woods Keep to work with me. I did not really get any reading done yesterday. I think I'm like one chapter in maybe, but I am again hoping to read a little bit more on my break, and then hopefully some more tonight. This is definitely something I can finish in one day if I actually sit down and read. So I will probably see you guys after work. Okay, so it is again around 10 o'clock at night, and I got up to page 50 in What the Woods Keep. It is very mysterious so far. I don't know quite what's going to happen. The only stuff that I've really seen so far is the fact that our main character, Hayden, got the addendum to the will that says she does own her mother's house now, and that was basically what was in the summary as well. So there's nothing new going on yet. One thing I do really enjoy is that we have like found object type things in here. So we do have like letters, and we got to see part of the will stuff, and just that kind of addition to the book is really cool. I did end up finishing editing a video that is going to be going up on Thursday, so that is why I didn't get as much reading done. But it is now just about bedtime because I do have to get up early in the morning to go to work. So I'm obviously not finishing this tonight. Depending on how much I can get done reading tomorrow, I'm hoping to finish it then, but I guess we shall see. So it is the 4th day of Booktubeathon, and it is actually 6:20. I didn't even talk to you guys this morning. I was getting ready for work and everything. I did take my book to work with me, and I read some last night. I'm currently on page 113. I am enjoying this. There's been a couple times where I don't know if it's the writing style or if that's our main character of Hayden, but there's been a couple times where it seems a little bit stilted and like too analytical. It's just very, here it is, it's very like straight and to the point, and it's not quite a writing style that I really enjoy, but I've noticed it's not all the time, so I haven't quite determined exactly what it is that's a little bit weird. Since I am just over 100 pages into this, we haven't got too much more information yet. They basically, Hayden and her roommate have traveled to the town and the house that her mother left her. A couple mysterious things have happened, but that's been basically it. Now, however, I am in charge of dinner tonight, and we have so much stuff to do to get ready for Saturday. I don't think I told you guys yet, but Saturday is our 1-year wedding anniversary, and we are having a like family get-together sort of dinner thing. So I don't think I'm getting this book done tonight. I really would like to finish a book tonight. So I think after dinner I'm going to pick up the Junji Ito Frankenstein. This is a manga, so even though it is quite thick, I should be able to finish this within a couple hours maybe. And this would definitely fit the prompt of the, a book with pictures. So I'm very excited to do that. I think I will get started on dinner now. My husband's not quite home yet, but he is on his way. And then I will probably see you guys at the end of tonight before I go to bed. So I just finished the Frankenstein part of the Junji Ito story. And it is, I want to say, about half of the book. It's not bad. It's definitely the exact telling of Frankenstein up until like the very end of it. Probably the last maybe 20 pages or so, which overall, it's not bad. I do think the drawing style of this is great. I just absolutely love the way he does this. However, for the overall story, it's not my favorite, and I feel like it's just the Frankenstein story. I don't connect very well to some classics, and so I would probably give it 3 out of 5 stars if I was just going with Frankenstein. It was enjoyable enough, but in this book we also have other stories. It does say we have 6 tales of Oshikiri, a high school student who lives in a decaying mansion. And then it also looks like we have some like cutesy stories of like the Ito family dog. So I am definitely looking forward to that part, which I will be continuing on with now. So I get to officially say that I finished a book today, which makes me super happy. So the last half of the book was mainly with the short stories of Oshikiri, which definitely feels more like Junji Ito's own work. They are short stories all revolving around this one boy who I believe is in high school, and strange, mysterious, creepy things keep happening to him and the house that he is living in. They are super weird, and the drawing style is very creepy, and they're a few pages at a time, so they definitely give you enough to like have a short story vibe. So if I was only judging it on the short stories, I would be giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars, but because we have the Frankenstein on there that I gave like 3 out of 5 stars, I guess I'll give the whole book 3.5 stars. Happy Friday, everybody. So I am actually getting ready for work. I actually have to leave in just a couple minutes here, but I am working in the receiving area of my Barnes & Noble today, which means I'm in the back away from customers, and I'm not the biggest audiobook person, and I've never actually like purchased one for myself, but I do have Amazon Prime, and they have these like short stories for Halloween. I think it's like the Dark Corners. They do come with an audio version, and all of these stories are like an hour, couple hours long. So I think I might try and put 1 or 2 on while I'm working in the back today, so I can maybe get some like reading done while I'm at work, because otherwise I won't be reading my actual book unless it's on my break or lunch or when I get home today. So I'm on my way to work, and I will see you guys later. So it is past 10 o'clock and it's bedtime, but I just realized I didn't actually update you guys on anything. Again, I read a little bit of What the Woods Keep during my break and my lunch. Again, very mysterious, don't quite know what's going on there yet, but still good. And then I did listen to 2 audiobooks when I was at work. One was for There's a Giant Trapdoor Spider Under Your Bed by Edgar Cantero. These are part of the Dark Corners collection. Those are from the Amazon Prime sort of thing. They're ebooks that as long as you have Amazon Prime, you get them for free, and they come with free audio as well. That one I actually really enjoyed. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a very fun sort of, kids are able to manifest things, and for whatever reason they're doing scary, semi-nightmare-y things. But it was a really fun listen, especially. There is one girl who is basically doing all of these audiobooks, and I've never really done an audiobook before, but I think she's doing a very, very good job. I have listened to a couple other of the audiobooks for Dark Corners, and they've been very hit or miss for me. So this one I gave 4 stars out of 5. There was a previous one that I also gave 4 stars out of 5, but then there was another one I gave 2 stars out of 5. And then I also listened to the Tangled Woods by Emily Roboto. That one I'm giving 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't really understand what was going on, and a lot of it seemed very contrived. I have a feeling that part of it is because it was written by a woman, but the main character is a man. There was one part in it, let me see if I can pull it up here, that a lot of it was very, he was not a nice person, the main character. He was cheating on his wife. He was very impatient with her and his son when they're supposed to be going on a like vacation. He apparently does not think he's the person that goes to Disneyland, like he's too good for that. So he was very pretentious, I should say. But there was one part that I highlighted. So this is apparently a black family, or at least the main guy character is black, and they end up getting pulled over for speeding on the highway on the way to their vacation. And apparently this officer wasn't being mean enough to him, and so he says the officer seemed in no way threatened by him. Was he that lacking in virility? Again, I don't understand what this is supposed to be. The whole book was very confusing. I mean, part of it could be that I listened to it while I was at work, and there are definitely some times where I know I get lost a little bit in the work and I'm not fully listening, but this did not seem like a horror to me very much. There was one part of the story that was a little bit more dramatic and sort of scary, but it ended up being, spoiler alert, a dream sequence. So I don't know, it was just not for me. There are a couple other stories on here that are left. One of them I actually started listening to, and I was very much enjoying it. However, it did get into the subject matter of something that I don't think is available to have at work. So I'll probably read that myself on my own time and not have it as an audiobook. It wasn't anything super crazy, but the book, it's by Joyce Carol Oates, and it's the Meow Dao. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's all about this girl who is getting bullied in school because she has sort of hit puberty. I don't know if it's because she's hit it earlier than others. She's 13. I don't think that's too early for puberty, but also there are feral cats that live by her house. It sounds like she's gonna have those cats help her get revenge. I don't know. I love cats. It's great, but we did get to a part in the story where she's talking about the puberty changes and her body and stuff like that, and it was just sort of awkward to have that as an audiobook while I was working. So I turned that off. I will probably read that later. But those were the major things that I read or listened to today. I'm going to be going to bed. Tomorrow is a big day. I know I told you guys previously that we are going to be having our 1-year wedding anniversary, and we have lots of things to do tomorrow. So I will see you on and off throughout the day then. Happy Saturday. So like I said yesterday, we have our 1-year wedding anniversary today. Huh, honey? Yeah. Oh, kitties. So I haven't gotten any reading done yet today. We have lots to do. It's about 1 o'clock. We did most of our cleaning already. We are about to have lunch, and then people are going to be coming over. I will try and read more later today, most likely tomorrow. But one thing that's good is I actually had to clean up a lot of my books to make it a little bit better, so that is good. They're not exactly in the place I want them, but they're at least not in stacks on the shelves anymore. So yeah, I think I will see you guys later.
He looks so relaxed.
I know. I said, I'll trade you spots, man. Let's switch.
Seriously. It's cake. It's good.
Is it good? Nice.
It's cake. It's cake.
It's cake.
It's not freezer burn?
No, it's so good.
It's not dry.
No, it's moist. It's so good.
Wow, y'all did good.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we're gonna have a good marriage?
That's
exactly what
I think y'all are gonna have a good marriage anyway.
We're good. No, seriously though. It's so good. I'll eat this. Not really. I'm so full.
The mystery solved.
Yeah. And chocolate cake works.
You should let your cake company know. Like,
Yeah.
hey, 1 year later.
Does anybody want cake? It actually is really good. Does it taste good? Yeah. No, it's perfect. You guys are gonna have diarrhea tomorrow.
So where are we putting your books?
on my bookshelf.
Where is your bookshelf?
Somewhere.
Somewhere?
It will come in the future.
We'll have to get you your own bookshelf.
Yeah, just a mini one.
Just a mini one?
Stack on top of yours.
Should I just like empty one shelf and be like, this is Leon's bookshelf?
Okay.
We can maybe do it on one of these ones over here. I think I have room if I move
One
boxes.
of the little middle ones.
You want one of the little ones?
Yeah.
You only need a little one?
I have 4 books.
How many books do you have, honey?
4.
I love you.
Love you too.
So it is just past 9 o'clock. Everybody has officially left and it feels so much later. I am so tired right now. I did not get any reading done today because we were so busy, which is perfectly fine. You guys saw we had great fun with family and friends, but I don't know if I'm finishing a book today. Probably not. I do think I'm going to be going and getting ready for bed and taking my book with me. That way I can hopefully read a little bit before bed. Otherwise, tomorrow is the last day of Spookathon. I think I might just be doing like a reading marathon, which is basically what this week is anyway, but almost all day tomorrow. I think we have 1 or 2 errands we need to do, but after that, that's all I'm planning on doing tomorrow. I will see you guys later. So it is almost 9:30 on Sunday night and I did finish What the Woods Keep. I think this is going to be my last book for the Spookathon because I've just been having a headache today, not been in the best reading mood, but I did want to at least finish this. I do think I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. This is a very weird one, I want to say. So it's basically about a girl named Hayden who ends up inheriting her mom's manor when she turns 18, and she goes back to this town where the manor is and where she first originally grew up until she was like, I want to say 8 years old or something like that. And weird things happen in this town, weird things have been happening to her, and it's this whole like her mom went missing and we're trying to figure out what happened, and there's like a potential race of other people that aren't human. My biggest issue with this is that the writing style was a little bit weird. A lot of it was very like formulaic. It seemed like trying to be very scientific. Almost every other chapter started off with like a scientific theory and it somehow related to the events of the book. It was very interesting. But also nothing really felt like it happened until like the last maybe like 40-50 pages of the book. It was a lot of just her in the manor reading her dad's like old diaries and research notes. There was not a whole lot of things happening. I think this whole book took place over like 2, maybe 3 days. And so it just is not my favorite. I think it was a very interesting concept, and if it was written a little bit differently, I think I would have liked it more. This book did come in an unplugged book box, and so this is their second book that they've sent us, and the previous book and this one came with a black envelope with just like a note on here to read after you finish the book. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to see what's in it. Okay, so in the previous book, which they gave us, was Sadie, the letter that came with the book were about statistics related to like the subject matter of the book and like, why they picked the book, and it was very interesting. And this is a little bit more casual, I want to say. There's nothing like statistics or anything like that because this isn't something that is based in real life. It's more, I guess, sort of spoilery. It's from the people of the book box, and it's like telling about their favorite parts of the book and the characters they like the most and who they relate to, and like some of the spooky scenes in the book, which I do think these are really cute, and it does give a sort of like more personalized touch because it is something that like once you're finished with the book you can open this and like look at some of the spoilery parts of it that the curators of the box related to the most or liked the most. I I think the only thing is that they're like, oh, this scene is really spooky and sent shivers down our spine. This other girl who read this book had to, you know, put the book down, and one of the ones that was reading it at night couldn't finish reading it and had to like watch a YouTube video to feel better. I don't think this was actually that scary. It was more a little bit weird and confusing, but it was still a very interesting read. I am interested to see what this author is going to do next, because this was a debut novel, which I do like when they include these in book boxes. But I think this is going to be my last book, like I said, for the Spookathon. Like I said, I've had a headache almost all day. I think I'm going to end up wrapping this up in the morning. I know tomorrow is going to be Monday, but I don't have to work, so I think I'm going to do a wrap up then, and I will see you guys later. Good morning, everyone. So like I said, I was going to update you on Monday, and that is today. It is actually Monday morning. It is past the Spookathon, but I just could not do the update yesterday. There was so many things that were just not the right timing, and the headache, and just all that. So I do have my books that I wanted to at least go over with you guys and talk about what I did read. So the first thing I actually finished for the Spookathon was A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This was my book that had a spooky word in the title, and I did give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Frankenstein by Junji Ito. This one was originally for the challenge of reading a book with pictures, which it definitely fits, but I'm also going to be making it my book with purple, because we do have like a mauvey purpley color here, and also the book not set in the current time period. Most of this is not set anywhere close to this century, so that way I can finish all of my challenges. But this is a book that I ended up giving 3.5 stars to. Then I did listen to a couple different audiobooks from the Dark Corner series that is on Amazon Prime. The first one was There's a Giant Trapdoor Spider Under Your Bed by Edgar Cantero. I did give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. And then the second one that I listened to was The Tangled Woods by Emily Roboto. That one I'm giving like a 2 out of 5 stars. And then the very last book that I did read was What the Woods Keep by Katya de Becerra. This is the book that I used for my thriller type of book, and I'm giving this one a 3 out of 5 stars. So I think this is my lowest reading amount for any readathon so far this year. However, I was so busy this week, as I'm sure you guys probably saw, but I really did enjoy participating because I do love these types of books around this type of year. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you participated and what you guys read. Subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more videos. I do have videos up every Monday and Thursday, so I will see you then. Bye!